Hey guys, TKC here, and welcome to the last round of my very first local tournament. This is going to be really cool. So this is the last round. This is myself using, of course, drummerjmm's Light Water Dark Birds and Bottles, or the Birds and the Bottles, if you will. I got that joke from someone who commented on my video earlier. And I'm going against Sam, who's using Mono Nature. I don't recall if he's also 2-1 in this round. I honestly forget. I know I got paired down in one round, and then I think here I either got paired down again or he's 2-1, but I don't remember. So I drop a Dracothane mana and an Orion, and the birds are about to flock onto my field. He's got a Prickleback, which is pretty good for him, and doesn't attack with it, which is interesting. So he really wants that Prickleback to stay there, because I'm guessing he wants to use it for Sabertooth or something. So as you can see here, my hand was filled with dragons. I drop an Andromeda. And what really sucks here is that I really wanted to use 3 Andromedas in this deck, but I didn't have 3. So I was only able to use 2. So I switched one of the Andromedas for a Granger, I guess, because it's big and it blocks a lot of things. And I don't think anyone was going to use Volgash, and I was totally wrong, because my second round opponent did. So I play a Squeaky just to defend myself against Prickleback and Sabertooth or whatever he plays. And he plays a Bronze Arm Tribe. I believe turn 2 he played Sprout. You just didn't see it. I'm just really sorry for the bad angle here. I just realized that this angle is a lot worse than my other games. But oh well. Shouldn't be too bad. So I discard Trial and Error. Okay, wait. Oh, I used Trial and Error to discard another Squeaky. And I also put a Trial and Error in my mana too. I also have a Nyx in my mana as well. I think the reason why I didn't want to swarm too much is because since he was using Mono Nature, I had a weird feeling he was using Tendril Grass, but some Mono Nature's decks don't really use Tendril Grass, so I was like, oh, okay, I don't know. I just did it just in case. So I used Lyra and tapped the Silver Fist because he's pretty big. And I'm going to try to get rid of that somehow, but I don't remember what's in my hand. Uses Reap and Sow, drops an Ensnare, I think, into mana. So a lot of the people here are using the new cards from Dragon Strike, which is really awesome. I wasn't really expecting that, considering the set came out only 2 days before this tournament. So seeing everyone with Dragon Strike cards is really nice. So I put Devouring Spawn into mana, and then I said, you know what? I guess I'm just going to go Storm the Field anyway. And I put Nyx and Umbra, so now I have one of each bird. And my Lyra has Slayer. He just freaks out. He's like, he just realized, oh wow, are you serious? He just played Umbra and slayered into my Silver Fist. He plays Kurigar, which is gonna be really interesting. I can't wait to see what Kurigar is gonna do. I'm pretty sure I get rid of it soon. If I don't, then I guess nothing really happens too much with Kurigar. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I get an Andromeda. I draw 1, put 2 cards in my shields. So now he's just freaking out, and his friends are watching the game at the same time as well, so everyone's just freaking out. I think it's a Manapod Beetle down there, and a Terra Dragon, and so there goes my Squeaky. He just said, oh man, this is not looking good for me. So he actually changes his mind, puts the Umbra in mana. I let him, because why not? It's just locals, just for fun. So he swings with Kurigar, it's Triple Breaker, which is huge. And chooses to tap Manapod Beetle, of course, because he just played it. And if I get rid of Manapod Beetle, it doesn't matter, because it goes into his mana. And he can use the Kurigar ability. So 3 shields, no Shield Blast. So I was like, okay, this is kind of scary. So I untap. Let's see what happens here. I still have 2 birds. My Andromeda is looking pretty safe, except, you know, Root Trap's kind of lethal. Because Lux can't protect against, you know, Root Trap and stuff, so be wary of that. Nature's a pretty scary civilization, so, you know, they kind of bypass a lot of things and are still kind of annoying. So what am I going to do here against this really big field? How am I going to come back? Did I put another Nyx into mana? I don't remember. I don't know. I'm just watching this live, and I think I kind of missed it. So I tap 2. I'm guessing a Lux. I'm just thinking about it, I guess. Should I really swarm the field with birds? Oh no, Umbra. Okay. Never mind. So now my Andromeda has Slayer. Which I don't really know if I really want to sacrifice the Andromeda right now. maybe I'm playing Lyra? Another Lyra? Yep, there's another Lyra. So I'm tapping down the Regarion. I draw it Nyx. And my Andromeda has Slayer. Do I... Okay, no, I just get rid of the Regarion because I tapped it with Lyra. And then I think I pass. I'm just thinking... Yeah, I pass. So let's see if he gets another Kurigar thing going. No, he skips mana. He plays Flame Spike though. He's gonna attack with the Manapod Beetle first, knowing that it's, you know, weak and it doesn't matter. And I hit a Bone Blades, which hits the Bronze Arm tribe. But now he can still go for game. Actually, not really. Oh, I just forgot. Dang it. I forgot to use Andromeda's effect. What am I doing? What am I doing? I forgot to tap down, like... Well, he gets to choose, but he would have got his Kurigar or his Flame Spike tapped. So I messed up there. But I don't know if it really mattered. We'll have to see. He didn't even attack with them anyway. The reason why he didn't want to attack is I have my dragons as Slayers, so my Lyra could just crash into his Kurigar and it'd be gone. So really... one of those dragons should have been tapped because he attacked and I had to drop it on the field and I totally forgot. So that's a huge misplay for me. But anyways, I have the Orion, which kind of like does the same thing anyway. So I tap him down and I get rid of him one by one. So I get rid of the Flames. Oh, I almost attack with that. But I guess I had to anyway because they're both bigger. Flame Spike at 14, Kurigar at I think 12, I think it is. So I had to crash both anyway. And then I use Lyra to get rid of Manapod, knowing that his Kurigar is gone and the effect won't happen. So now he's just kind of like drawing cards and playing creatures, but I don't think that's enough considering I have 5 attackers on my field. Tendril is still a threat, and I don't know why I'm still playing more birds, but... so I use Dragon of Reflections. I draw 1 and I only have to pay 3, and then I put a Terror Pit into mana probably. And then, Bottle of Wishes for the lulz, because why not? Bottle, he flips for me, doesn't want to cut. And I get another Lyra, and I tap down the Great Arena. And then I get over with Lyra, probably. Wait, did I? Oh, what is up with my games, man? First I miss my trigger with Andromeda. Second, I cheat. I attack with Lyra there. I just played the Lyra. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. I would have attacked with Orion, but I didn't think about Lyra. What do I flip? A Dragothane. And then with Dragothane I bring out Squeaky. That's all I got. I didn't draw one with Dragothane. I don't know. I just attack with everything. It's like, okay, forget it. This game's over. So that's game 1. That was kind of bad on my part. I had 2 pits and shields, but I put one of them down with Dragon of Reflections, which is just such a really awesome tech card in this deck. So I'm really sorry about these misplays and stuff like that. I think I was just kind of like, I don't want to say I was tired because that's a very bad excuse, but I did wake up pretty early that day, and it's kind of far to get to the store for me anyway because I use public transportation, so it takes like an hour and a half or so. And after the 3rd round, I thought we were going to go to like top 4 or whatever. I thought we were going to be done. They were actually talking about like just finishing the tournament there. And I was like, oh, okay, yay, I guess. Whatever, I'm not going to make top 4 anyway. So like I don't care what happens. So yeah, I was like pretty like tired at that point. I was derping around everywhere. Look at me, I'm cutting his deck by just putting 1 card from the top on the bottom. I love doing that. It's just so it's just so funny. Like, you know, some people, most people I mean, would just like grab the deck and cut it. And I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna take the top card or like the top 5 cards, so it just changes their shields completely. I love doing that just because it's fun. Yeah. My opponent just said like, if you say go ahead, you lose, basically. He's just like complaining. Oh, actually no, he's actually talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, I think. He was talking about like Yu-Gi-Oh versus Kaijudo and stuff like that, and he's just like, if you say go in Yu-Gi-Oh, you kind of lose because the game is just basically infinite combos and loops, and it's special summoning and all these weird things. But anyways, that's kind of off topic. Back to the game here. I have an Umbra. I think he used a Sprout again, but I'm not sure. This angle is terrible. I'm really sorry, guys. But yeah. Now I get a Nyx out. I'm slowly increasing my Firebirds. And I didn't see any Tendrils last game, so at this point I was like really comfortable, but I just decided, let's play all the birds. He's like, uh-oh. Here's all the birds. Everything costs 3 less, and I draw 2 every time I play a dragon. So, is that all my squeakies in mana? It's 2 of them anyway. Dragon of Reflections for only 3, draw 2, use Dragon of Reflections effect, put something in my shields, like that, and pass. So my field is just huge already, and this is, I believe, turn 5, so pretty insane what this deck can do. See, sometimes forming the field like that could be a good thing, but at the same time, like, you know, Dragon's Breath, Barrage and stuff like that, that's a problem. But that's why I just don't attack for shields, and like, unless they, you know, ramp up with nature and build up to a Barrage, it's not gonna happen. So like, you're kind of safe until you overload way too much, or overextend, I mean, not overload, what am I saying? So I use Bottle and I got a Logos, and I'm not complaining, I'm drawing more cards. My hand was kind of running low anyway. Well, not really low, I had 2 Nyx there to draw me some cards off of the Dragon Reflections, but anyways. So let's see what's going on with his field here. We got Manapod Beetle, Cool Spike Tatsurion, and Silverfist. Cool Spike is actually kind of interesting. I've been looking at that card quite a bit. Andromeda for 6, draw 2, 2 shields. So yeah, in the comments, I believe it was either 2 days ago or yesterday, I don't remember. Someone said like you can't, you gotta draw off Nyx first before doing Andromeda or something like that, or vice versa. I forget. And I shook hands here because the game's over. He just gave up. He's like, Andromeda, Dragon Reflections, this is too much. And then his friend picks up the Umbra and the Nyx. It's like, what are these Firebirds, man? What do they do? These cards are crazy. But yeah, as far as the ruling goes, it's kind of confusing as to what you're supposed to do. But some people say that you can choose when you use it because they both happen at like the same time, kind of. But others say like, oh, you have to do Andromeda first because you play that card first, you do its effect, and then Nyx happens because it's like, oh, a dragon came into play. But it doesn't happen right away because it happens when you choose. So I don't know. It really depends. I've heard both answers. But yeah, I really have no idea. We'll have to get an official ruling thing from Kaijudo eventually, because this set has brought out so many ruling questions as far as like all the cards go, like Spellbane Dragon and all that stuff. But anyways, guys, enough of that. This is TKC signing off with this 13-minute duel, or 30-minute match rather, of just me playing a bunch of dragons and birds and making my opponent scoop. Yep, hope you enjoyed these duel videos. Stay tuned later for the 1st and 2nd place deck lists of the tournament. Alright guys, see you later.